In today's video, we'll be going over the sad truth about LEGO misprints. So welcome back everyone to another LIFEBrickS Studios video. My name is Tyler, and today's video we'll be going over the sad truth about LEGO misprints. And yeah, pretty much you guys all know, I've been collecting misprints for a few years now. I pretty much started the collection back in 2017. I bought about 4 of them, and then took a little bit of a break there, but then whenever I'd find a good deal on one, I would of course pick it up. And over the years, I've had probably about 30 to 40 different ones, and at this current point, I think I've got 12 different ones in my collection. And as you guys know, I kind of, buy them, keep them in the collection a little bit, make a few videos on it, film a collection update, and then, I sell it to the right buyer if they want to buy it from me. I've sold, about 5 or 6 in the past. And, yeah, so pretty much this video will be going over kind of the sad truth about them and why that, so why some of the ones that you guys have are probably not worth as much as you guys think. So of course, over the years, there's been a whole bunch of different types of misprints that have been on the market, anywhere from the completely 180 print to just kind of like the smushed print to, the little, visors being cut off to just, an overall missing part of a helmet, a complete blank helmet. There's a whole bunch of different types of misprints now, and, airs and rare parts and stuff like that. And I guess I'll say off the bat that the piece you may have, the misprint you have right now might not be worth all that crazy amount. I'm not going to state exact numbers in this video since I don't want to fluctuate the market in a negative or positive way. I don't want to, again, give you guys the wrong impression, since at the end of the day, these are worth whatever the right buyer will pay for it. So I don't want to sit here and give you a determined answer for your misprint. But of course, you guys have to understand there's a fine line between, kind of the more top end, rare misprints and the kind of the bottom end, just kind of like unique, that I would just keep in your collection and probably never bother trying to sell misprints. Of course, there's some of the ones that I've had over the years. Like I said, the 180 print ones, such as that Commander Neo one, the Airborne Trooper one I have now. I've actually got a Snow Trooper one coming in the mail currently. Those are some of the more, rare top end, just exclusive ones that you can't really find that often. It's definitely, a dime a dozen on those 180 print ones. So in that regard, that's why those are technically worth more. The right buyer will pay, substantially more. I did sell that Commander Neo one back in March of 2020 for a very pretty penny, a very unexpected dollar amount, and I sold that. So ever since then, I think I've had a pretty fair share of being able to determine values of stuff, but like I said, this video is not going to be a straight up value, and I'm not going to be able to just tell you exactly what your misprint's worth. But and then some of the stuff, like I'll show pictures on the screen, I'll show a little B-roll footage right now. Like the Stormtrooper one I have, like where like the eye print and kind of the helmet print is shifted down, half a centimeter. The TIE Fighter pilot that I have as well, where it's just shifted down a real little bit. Something like this 2013 501st clone, where it's really just the mouthpiece there. It's kind of some misprinted stuff on the mouthpiece. But at the end of the day, it's nothing too crazy that something like that. A lot more common at the end of the day, still a misprint, but, instead of, say 1 in every 10,000, like a 180 print, those are probably, 1 in every 5,000, if not a little bit more common, since it's a lot easier for the printer and the way of them, printing stuff on Lego, to mess up a real little bit compared to a complete 180 or, the smushed print. And, yeah, so there's pretty much that. You guys have to know your values on this stuff. At the end of the day, just because your stuff's misprinted a half a centimeter doesn't mean you can ask $500. I feel like I'm making this video just to kind of let you guys know that, understand what you have. And like I said, it's it comes down to the right buyer. But over the past couple months, and even the past like year or two, that I have been collecting these misprints. But more importantly, in the past couple months, when I have been buying quite a few of these, I post YouTube videos on them, Instagram stories on them. I get at least probably 1 or 2 messages a day, if not more, about people trying to sell their misprints, whether it's on Reddit or Instagram. And quite frankly, and actually I've even got some emails about it, but overall, per week I probably have about 10 people that at least try to sell me their misprints. And of course I just ask them, my thing is, what do you think it's worth? What is the price you want to sell it for? And that's pretty much it. Whenever I see those people and then they ask $300, $500 for a slightly misprinted thing, that's just where people are getting the wrong impression at the end of the day. Then I don't even reply to them, since I just know that they overvalue their minifigure. At the end of the day, they don't really take into account the true rarity of that figure. Especially all these new 501st clones this year. I even made a whole separate video on it. There's so many of them out there right now that quite frankly you guys could get even a semi-good downshifted 501st Trooper misprint for like $50 to the right, from the right buyer. Of course, I've said before, in my personal opinion, over the years, give it 2 or 3 years once that set retires, the first misprints out of that set will be worth a lot more. That's why I'm personally trying to build up a little bit of a collection of them, and we'll probably be able to, you know, sell a few of them in the next couple months, make a little bit of money if I want to, you know, $5-10, you know, to the right buyer. But my main plan for those is to sell them, you know, in 2 or 3 years, and definitely see where the market goes with that. And yeah, so that's pretty much my quick thoughts on that. And stuff like this Bomb Squad Trooper, I'll just say right now, is worth absolutely nothing. It's worth absolutely nothing, you know, more than just the minifigure value itself. The factory in Mexico, you guys have probably seen it, heard before. I'm not going to name names for any of this stuff in this video, but the factory in Mexico is definitely letting a lot of stuff slide that they probably shouldn't be. I don't know why LEGO's letting that stuff slide. You know, as in all the transparent colored parts, the random colored weapons, you know, the random colored everything pretty much, and the blank helmets. Like, there's a lot of stuff coming out of that factory that I'm very surprised that LEGO's fine with, because it's really just like LEGO doesn't actually produce that stuff. It's all falsely produced and you know, sold then for a huge profit for all these sellers. You know, the actual people that, you know, that work in the factory, of course, are making money off of it, and these sellers that are, you know, of course, marking up the, you know, these prices, selling, you know, transparent Darth Vaders for $100. It's like, of course, that's not what it costs you to buy it, since it's not even in production. You know, they just printed it for free. You probably paid the people in Mexico, you know, $20 and selling for $100. So I'm not a really big fan of that. I don't consider any of that stuff rare, since at the end of the day, I mean, who knows? You know, LEGO, that's something that LEGO could definitely come in and just start doing that, or officially cancel it, you know, stop, you know, production of all that stuff. I mean, so to an extent, it could eventually be rare, but at this current point, I put no really like top dollar value on that stuff, just because, again, like at the end of the day, a year from now, like that could get so out of hand where every single piece that LEGO's ever made could come in any color at any point. You know, there could be, for all we know, there's probably 500,000 of those Darth Vaders, you know, in transparent colors out there that are just being produced, you know, illegally pretty much. So I don't really count that as anything rare. This is really just about like the pure misprints of like prints on parts and stuff. So like, again, like that Bomb Squad Trooper I have, you know, the blank helmet, pretty much worth nothing. But like a year ago when I bought it, it was kind of rare. You know, there definitely wasn't that many, you know, of these things out there. So that's kind of why I bought it. I believe I just got it for like $6 or whatever. But so yeah, that's pretty much all for this video, guys. Just wanted to, again, spark some discussion and kind of just give you guys like the sad truth about it, that you know, if your misprint is just a little bit off, it does not mean you have $1,000 sitting there. You know, definitely there's a big difference, and there's a fine line between a big misprint and a little misprint. But I think most of you guys know this, but I feel like this is just something that was needed, you know, for all the people emailing me and stuff. At the end of the day, again, you can ask your own price. It's your own thing. I'm not telling you guys what to value your stuff at, but just think about it. You know, at the end of the day, of course, a little misprint, a lot more easy to, you know, happen than a larger misprint. And yeah, that's pretty much that, guys. So yeah, leave a comment down below your thoughts on this. Like I said, I just figured I'd clear the air a little bit. Like I said, you know, I do post quite a lot of misprint content. I think I know a little bit of what I'm talking about. And yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one, guys. See you guys then. Bye, guys.